Hello and welcome to the unit on database management. This unit consists of 20 marks and this is the part 16 of this particular unit. And in this part we are going to specifically discuss about operators in SQL, and out of the operators we are going to specifically deal with mathematical, relational and logical operators as per the syllabus. So this is the syllabus, and in this part we are going to discuss the topics that are highlighted in red. So let's get started with the concept of operators. So what do we mean by operators in SQL? In SQL, operators are symbols or keywords that are used to perform various type of operations on data within a database. So if I want to perform some operations on data, just like adding, subtracting, multiplying, or applying some logical rules, so this type of operations are possible only with the help of operators. So what are these? These are some symbols or keywords that are used to perform various type of operations on data in SQL. So operators can be subdivided into three major types. They are mathematical operators, relational operators and logical operators. Let's start with the concept of mathematical operators. So what are mathematical operators? These operators are used in SQL to perform arithmetic operations on numeric data. So if I want to perform arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, so these type of operations can be performed on numeric values. So if I want to perform arithmetic operations, I need to take help of the mathematical operators. So what are the different examples of mathematical operators? The examples are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus division. Now let us see one example of each category of mathematical operators. At first we will deal with the example related to multiplication and addition. So let's assume we have this table called EMP table. In this table I have 3 rows and 4 columns with some data, as you can see in your screen. Now if I want to display the EMP relation means table. If I want to display the EMP table by increasing the salary by 10%, then what I'll do? I'll take the help of mathematical operation. What will be the relation like? The relation will be as follows. Select EMP ID, comma, E-name, comma, E-salary plus E-salary into 0.1, comma, state from EMP. The main point to be noted here is this part, E-salary plus E-salary into 0.1. Now why it is 1? Now what is the purpose of this query? The purpose of this query is to increase the salary by how much percent? Increase the salary by 10%. So what I'll do to the original salary? What is the original salary? Original salary is E-salary. So I need to add 10% to the original salary. So original salary I denoted it by E-salary. So E-salary plus E-salary into 0.1. Why 0.1? Because 10% means 10 by 100. So if I calculate 10 by 100, you will get 0.1. So 10% of the original salary added to the original salary. Therefore, the query says E-salary plus E-salary into 0.1. This is how we increase the salary of each and every individual of the EMP relation by how much percent? By 10%. And as I press the enter key, this is the result that I'll get. Now after select whatever name I give here, this will be the heading of the table. Now here what will be the heading of this particular column? The heading will be E-salary plus E-salary into 0.1. And let's look at the result. In the result, if you compare it to the original table, you will find that the salary is increased by 10%. Now what is the shortcut trick to check this result? Now how to find 10% of any value? Just remove the last digit and you will get 10% of that particular value. Now let's take the first value, it is 20,000. If I want to find 10% of 20,000, it will be how much? If I remove the last digit, that is 0, it will be 2000. So 20,000 plus 2000 is how much? 22,000. So I am getting the correct result. So in this way I have taken the help of arithmetic operators in order to solve this particular query. Now let me show it to you practically also. So this is our table. If I want to increase the salary by 10%, I'll give something like this. Select EMP ID, comma, ename, comma. I want to increase the salary by 10%. So eSalary plus eSalary into 10% means 0.1, comma, state. If you want, you can eliminate certain columns also from EMP. And yes, I'll get new values of employee salary which is increased by 10%. But remember, this is only for the view. The changes are not permanently made in this particular table. Here, if I am using this kind of operators, the changes are only temporary. The changes are only for viewing the results, not for permanent changes. If you want to make the changes permanently, I have already discussed how to do that. It can be done using the update command. If you are not very clear with the update command, you can go and check out my previous videos. Now, let's go to the next type of mathematical operators, which is the addition operator. I am taking the same example of EMP table. Now, the query now is to display the EMP relation by increasing salary by 500. Now, let's say there is a bonus to be given for some kind of festival, and boss has decided that each and every employee will get an increase in his or her salary by rupees 500. So how to see the changes in the salary? For seeing that, I'll type something like this. Select EMP ID, comma, ename, comma, eSalary plus 500. Why plus 500? Because I want the salary to be increased by 500 temporarily. State from EMP, and as I press the enter key, the new values, if you compare it with the original table, is an increased amount by rupees, how much? Rupees 500. If I show it to you practically, it will be somewhat like this. So I'll write select EMP ID, comma, ename, comma, eSalary, comma, I want the salary to be increased by 500, so I'll write here plus 500, comma, state from EMP. As I press the enter key, if you compare the salary with the original salary, let's say the salary of LEC is how much? It's 20,000. Now after this command, the salary has increased by rupees 500. Alright, this is how we apply the addition mathematical operator. Let's go and check out the next mathematical operator, which is the subtraction. It's pretty similar to the addition. So I'll quickly jump through this. So this is the EMP relation. Now, if for some reason, let's say all the employees got a salary cut by rupees 500. How to show that in SQL? We can show that as follows. Select EMP ID, comma, ename, comma, eSalary minus 500, comma, state from EMP. And as I press the enter key, I'll get a new relation where the salary will be reduced by rupees 500. You can try it out in SQL for yourself. Let's move on to the next mathematical operator, that is the division operator. So I'll explain it with the help of the same. I'll explain it with the help of an example by taking a similar table, that is the EMP relation. I'll be working out with the same EMP relation that we have been working out in the previous sections. Now, let's say the salary is reduced by half because of some emergency, let's say COVID. Now, in that case, how to show the salary, how to show the updated salary? It can be shown as follows. Select EMP ID, comma, ename, comma, I want to reduce the salary by half. Half means the original salary is to be divided by 2. So, comma, eSalary by 2, comma, state from EMP. As I press the enter key, what I'll get? I'll get a new table where the salary is half of the original salary. If I talk about the salary of Elise, it was 20,000. After this operation, the salary became 10,000. If I talk about the salary of Bob, it was 12,000. After dividing by 2, it became 6,000. So this is how you can reduce the salary to half or by any fraction as per your wish. So let me show it to you practically. So I'll display the new table once again. So this is the the original table once again. This is the original table. If I want to reduce the salary to half, I can do like this: EMPID, comma, let's say ename, comma, eSalary by 2, comma, state from EMP, and press the enter key. You will find that the new salary is half of the original salary. Alright, let's move on to the next relation, which is the modulus operator. Now, what modulus operator does, it divides the original value by a fixed number, and whatever is the remainder, it shows the remainder. Now, let's explore the modulus operator. Now, if I give a query as follows: select EMPID, comma, ename, comma, eSalary modulus divide 3, comma, state from EMP, then what will happen? These values one by one will be divided by 3, and after that whatever remainder is remaining, that remainder will be displayed in this particular column. So if I press the enter key, here you can see, if I talk about the example of Bob, what is the salary of Bob? It is 12,000. Is 12,000 divisible by 3? Yes, it is perfectly divisible by 3. So what will be the remainder after division? The remainder is 0. Therefore, the result is 0. Similarly, if you check out 20,000 and 30,500 are not divisible by 3, and it leaves a remainder 2. Therefore, 2 is shown in the output screen. If I show it to you practically, it will be as follows: select EMPID, comma, ename, comma, eSalary modulo divide, let's say 3. You can divide by any number for that matter from EMP, and here whatever values you are getting, these are the remainder which is found after dividing the employee salary by 3. Alright. So with this we come to the end of the mathematical operators in SQL. Now let us move on to the second type of operator, which is relational operator. Let's see what relational operator does. These operators are used in SQL in order to compare values and determine the relationships between them. So if I want to compare values, comparing means finding out which value is greater than the other, which value is smaller than the others. So in order to do this type of operations, we take the help of relational operators. Remember the word compare. So relational operators are used for comparisons. So what are the different examples of relational operators? Examples are greater than, the symbol is given in the bracket, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, not equals to. We have two symbols for not equal to. One is by giving an exclamatory mark and an equal to symbol, and one is by giving both greater than and less than symbol together. So let us explore relational operators one by one. At first, we'll explore greater than and greater than equals to together. So let's consider the original EMP table itself. So this is the original EMP table. So if I write select star from EMP where eSalary greater than 20,000, we did this type of query previously also, but for the sake of the syllabus and for better organization, I am discussing it here again. So select star from EMP where eSalary greater than 20,000 will fetch me those records in which the salary is greater than 20,000. So what will be the answer? The answer will consist of only Caroline, because if I consider here, Elise has a salary of 20,000, but it is greater than 20,000, so 20,000 is not included. Bob has a salary of 12,000, which is less than 20,000, therefore Bob is not also included. Caroline has a salary of 30,500, which is greater than 20,000. Therefore, it is included in the resultant table. Now, if I use greater than equals to, if I use select star from EMP where E salary greater than equals to 20,000, then what will happen in this case? 20,000 will also be included. Why it will be included? Because I have used greater than equals to symbol here. So by that logic, the resultant table will consist of both records of Elise and Caroline also, because Elise has a salary of greater than equals to 20,000 and also Caroline satisfies this particular condition. So if I give greater than equals to 20,000, in this case 20,000 is included in the resultant. All right, so if I show it to you quickly in the terminal, so let me just put the original table. This is the original table. So if I write here select star from EMP where E salary greater than 20,000, so I am getting the result as only Caroline, because even though Elise has a salary of 20,000, it is not greater than 20,000. Therefore, Elise is eliminated from this result. But if I put the same query but just add this symbol equals to here, this time Elise will also be included in the result, because here I have the condition that is greater than equals to condition. Alright, I hope it is clear. Let's move on to the next relational operator, which is equals to and not equals to. So since I have discussed greater than and greater than equals to, I am not discussing less than and less than equals to. It is pretty much similar. You can apply it and see it for yourself. So this is the EMP relation. Now if I give the query as follows, select star from EMP where state equals to Assam. This means I want to display the records of only those persons who belong to the state of Assam. So as a result, state equals to Assam is the main point that is to be followed here. So as a result, this will be the resultant output. So here I am getting the result as Elise and Caroline. Why? Because Elise is from the state of Assam and also Caroline is also from the state of Assam. Bob is not shown in the output because Bob belongs to the state of Delhi. Now if I want to use the not equals to operator here, I can use it as follows. There are two symbols. I'll use both the symbols and show the result to you. So select star from EMP where state not equals to Assam. So what it means? It means I want the records of those employees who do not belong to Assam. So as a result, the answer will consist of the record of Bob. Why the record of Bob? Because Elise and Caroline belongs to Assam and we want those records which do not belong to Assam. And we find from the original table that Bob belongs to Delhi and Delhi is not equals to Assam. Therefore, I am getting this Bob as the resultant output. I have another symbol for not equals to. Let's use the that symbol and see if I get the same result or not. Select star from EMP where state not equals to, I am using the second symbol now, Assam. So I am getting the same result in this particular case also. Let me quickly implement it for you and show it for you. So this is the original table. So if I write select star from EMP where state equals to Assam, that means I want the records of those employees who are from the state of Assam. So we are getting Elise and Caroline in the output screen. So if I write select star from, sorry, select spelling is wrong, select star from EMP where state is not equals to Assam, then I'll get the results of those records who do not belong to Assam. If I see in this table, Bob belongs to Delhi, which is not Assam. Raja belongs to Meghalaya, which is not Assam. Therefore, in the result, we are getting Delhi and Meghalaya. We can use the second symbol also for not equals to, which is a combination of greater than, less than and greater than. And as I press the enter key, yes, I am getting the same values. You can use either of the symbols as per your choice. Alright, let's move ahead and look at the next topic, which is the logical operators. Remember, initially only we discussed that there are three types of operators: mathematical, we have already discussed; relational, used for comparison, we have already discussed; and the third type of operator is the logical operator. So what it does, these operators are used in SQL in order to connect. Remember this word, connect search conditions in the where clause. Now if you have to connect the search conditions, in those cases we use the logical operators. We have already used it in Python. By the same logic we can use it in SQL also. So what are the different types of logical operators? The different types of logical operators are as follows. We have the OR operator. It can be used as OR also, or we can give the symbol as shown in the bracket also. This symbol is known as pipe. We can use the AND also, AND is the second logical operator, and we can use the symbol for AND also. We can use NOT as a word also, or we can use the symbol of NOT also. So let's discuss the first type of logical operator, which is the AND operator. So I'm taking the same EMP relation into consideration, and now if I write the query that select star from EMP where E salary greater than 20,000 and state equals to Assam, which operator is used here? Here AND operator is used. And if I use the AND operator, that means both or all the conditions must be true. Here when we search for the records, the salary must be greater than 20,000. Along with that, state also must be from Assam. Alright, so as I press the enter key, I'll get this as the result. So here you should remember that all conditions must be true. So if I see salary greater than 20,000 individually, then we'll get what? Caroline, and both of them are from Assam. But here we have two conditions: salary should be greater than 20,000 and also state should be Assam. Here we have two members from Assam, but only if both the conditions are fulfilled, only those records will be taken into consideration. So out of these three records, which records follows both the condition? Both the conditions means salary also greater than 20,000 and state also from Assam. So as you can see here, Elise has a salary of 20,000. So greater than 20,000 condition is not fulfilled even though she is from Assam. Bob, there is no question of seeing Bob because her state is also Delhi and salary is also not greater than 20,000. But if I look at Caroline, Caroline has a salary of more than 20,000 and also she belongs to Assam. So in case of Caroline, both the conditions are fulfilled. Therefore, I am getting Caroline as the record in the result. Now, this can be implemented using the symbol and also this symbol, as you can see here. So if I use the same query but just replace the word A and D by the symbol of AND, I'll get the same result. Alright, in this way we can implement the AND condition. Let me implement and show it to you. So this is the original table. So if I write something like select star from EMP where E salary greater than 20,000 and means both conditions must be fulfilled and state equals to Assam, you will get the result as only the record of Caroline because both conditions should be fulfilled. Alright, instead of this AND word, you can use the symbol also of AND and I'll get the same result. Let's move on to the next type of logical operator, which is the OR operator. I am considering the same relation EMP, and now if I write select star from EMP where E salary less than 15,000 or state equals to Assam. Now in case of OR operator, what happens? Only if at least one condition is true, then the result will be shown. So here those persons who will have salary less than 15,000 or state as Assam will be shown here. So here see, Elise has a salary of 20,000, that is less than 15,000. So this record will be considered, and state also from Assam. So if one condition is fulfilled, it will be considered. Bob has a salary of 12,000, which is less than 15,000. But even though he is from the state of Delhi, he will be considered because I am using the OR operator here. And Caroline fulfills both the conditions, but even if only one condition is fulfilled, the result will be displayed. So in this case, all the records will be shown, because in case of OR operator, at least one condition must be true. Even if any one condition is true but the other is not matching, then also you will get it in the result. So you can use the symbol also for OR operator in this case. So even if I use the symbol, I'll get the same result as you can see here. Alright, so let me quickly implement the OR operator for you. So this is the original table. So if I write select star from EMP, where E salary greater than 20,000 or state equals to Assam, I am getting the result as Elise and Caroline. Why? Because in this case, at least if one condition is fulfilled, then I will get it in the result. Here the salary of Elise is not greater than 20,000, but even though it is shown, because she is from the state of Assam. Alright, so here instead of using the OR word, you can use the symbol for OR, that is 2 pipes, and you will get the same result as you got with the OR word. Alright, you can choose which one is convenient for you to use. Now let's move on to the next type of logical operator, which is the NOT operator. So I'll take the same example. Now NOT is a unary operator, that means it can work individually. So if I write select star from EMP where NOT state equals to Assam, what I mean by this statement, I mean that we should display, or the SQL query should display those records which are not from Assam. So except Assam, we are remaining with only Bob, who is from the state of Delhi. So this is being displayed. So instead of the word not, if I choose to use the symbol, then also it is fine. But just make sure that after the symbol, you encapsulate the other part within the first bracket. But with that also, I will be getting the same result. That is, only the result of Bob is being shown in the result. Why? Because where NOT state equals to Assam. So except the persons belonging from Assam, the others should be shown. Alright, therefore I am using the NOT operator here. Let me quickly implement it for you and show it to you. So this is the original table. So if I write select star from EMP where NOT state equals to Assam. So except Assam, we have 2 persons. One is Bob from Delhi, one other is Raja from Meghalaya. So these 2 records are being displayed in the output screen. If you want to use the symbolic form of this particular operator, then instead of the word NOT, you give the NOT symbol and enclose the other part within parenthesis, and I'll get the same output. Alright, now let us consider one more condition related to this type of operator, which is the precedence. Now what do we mean by precedence? Precedence means the priority in which the operators are used. Now in case of this logical operators, if more than one type of logical operators are used together, then this is the precedence. The highest priority is of NOT operator, second highest is of AND operator, and finally the third highest is of the OR operator. Alright, now if you want to change the priority of this operator, then what can be done? You can use parenthesis. Now how it is implemented, let me show it to you. I'll take the same example of EMP relation, and here if I write select star from EMP where state equals to Assam or state equals to Meghalaya and E salary greater than 20,000, which part will be done first? Now here I do not have any parenthesis. So which has the highest priority among OR and AND? AND has the highest priority because it comes at number 2. So at first this condition will be checked. State equals to Meghalaya and employee salary greater than 20,000. So Meghalaya, from Meghalaya we have one person whose salary is 17,000. So both the conditions are, is it fulfilling both the condition? It is not fulfilling both the condition. So here from this part, from the second part, I am not getting any result. Alright. So after that, which operator will be used? OR operator will be checked up here. That is state equals to Assam. So do we have anyone from the state of Assam? Yes, I have. Therefore, Elise and Caroline is displayed. Since I am using OR operator, it does not matter even though we do not get any one from the second part. Now let me show it to you here. Now see, this is the query. Okay, select star from EMP where state equals to Assam or state equals to Meghalaya and E salary greater than 20,000. Now this is the precedence, as you can see here, not AND OR. Here we have AND also, we have OR also. Out of these two, which has a higher priority? AND has a higher priority. So this part will be found out initially. Now state equals to Meghalaya and E salary greater than 20,000. Since I have used AND operator here, both conditions must be fulfilled. Okay. Now do I have anyone from the state of Meghalaya and also with a salary greater than 20,000? I have one person from Meghalaya, but that person do not have a salary of greater than 20,000. So from this part I am not getting any result. Now what is the next priority? Next priority is of the OR operator. So next will be where state equals to Assam. Do I have anyone from the state of Assam? Yes, two persons, Elise and Caroline. And here we have the OR operator. If I have the OR operator says that at least one condition must be true. So it does not matter even if the second condition is not true. We have two persons from Assam and that is shown in the output screen. So these two are the records in the output. Okay. Now if I want to change this priority, then what I can do? I can take the help of the bracket. Let me show it to you first in the slide and then I'll show it here. Now if I write select star from EMP where state equals to Assam or state equals to Meghalaya and E salary greater than 20,000, I'm using the same part, but here what I have done, I have put a bracket from state equals to Assam to state equals to Meghalaya. So what I have done, I have overridden the default precedence. The default precedence is and then OR, but if I use the bracket, whatever I put within the bracket, that will have the highest precedence. In this case, this part will have the highest precedence now. So state equals to Assam or state equals to Meghalaya. This part I will be solving first. So is there anyone from the state Assam or from the state of Meghalaya? Yes, we have three persons, Elise, Caroline and Raja. So we have three persons. Alright. Now let's look at the second part, which is and salary greater than 20,000. Now I have the AND operator here. So both the conditions, that it is to the left hand side of AND and to the right hand side of AND, must be fulfilled. Now do I have anyone from the state of Assam or Meghalaya and with salary of greater than 20,000? Yes, I have. How many persons? Only one person, that is Caroline. So only Caroline will be displayed in the output screen. Why Elise and Raja are being eliminated? Because they are fulfilling one condition but not the other. And here I have the AND operator. So what is happening here? Only that particular record, that is the record of Caroline, is being satisfied. Therefore, the record of Caroline is being displayed here. So if I show it to here once again, since this is a complex, it's a little complex. So if I want to override this default precedence, what I have done here, I have put a bracket here, over here and over here. So at first this part will be evaluated, state equals to Assam or state equals to Meghalaya. So how many people are there from the state of Assam or Meghalaya? We have 1, 2 and 3 people, that is Elise, Caroline and Raja. So yes, the first part is solved. Now look at the second part, employee salary greater than 20,000. And which operator is here? We have the AND operator. And what is the rule for AND operator? The rule is that both conditions must be fulfilled. Both conditions means the condition to the left hand side of AND and the condition to the right hand side of AND. So if I apply both the conditions, only one record is remaining. And which is the record? It is the record of Caroline. So in the output screen, I'll get only Caroline, only the record of Caroline as the result. All right, let me quickly implement it for you. So yes, this is the original table. So if I write select star from EMP where state equals to Assam or state equals to Meghalaya and E salary greater than 20,000, I am getting this as the output. Why I am getting this as the output? I have already said, since there is no parenthesis and AND has the highest priority, at first this part will be evaluated and then the part before the OR. Now if I put a bracket in this part, what I have done here, I have overridden the original priority, and as I press the enter key, now I am left only with Caroline. Why I am left only with Caroline? That I have already explained just now. All right, so let's go back to our slides. So with this we have completed this particular topic of operators, and with this these many topics are completed. Thank you very much. I'll see you again in the next session.